Today we're going to share with you the torque converter that we're going to be using in our Plymouth Duster less slow project. And just thought I'd open it up and show you what we bought. This is a FTI converter out of Florida. Probably a lot of you have heard of them. Maybe some of you have actually even run them. But this is the unit right here. So this is what they call their 9.5 inch torque converter. It's the SRC series. It's a billet street race 904 non-lockup torque converter with a heavy duty sprag in it. They claim it's rated to handle horsepower up to 750, maybe even 800 horsepower. So it's supposed to be a really well built unit. It does take the 7/16 flex plate bolt. I bought them through ARP. This whole unit just looks to be like a really, really nice piece. But we'll know more about it when we put it in the car. So here's the part number that I bought. And they rate that 3200 stall off of 500 horsepower, about 3,400 pounds with 373 gears. So my car at the line weighs about 3,400 pounds with me in it. I have 391s. But I'm way off the mark of the 500 horse. So what that all means to me is I'm not expecting to see a flash of well over 3,000 or 33, 35 or 3,200 because I don't have the horsepower or the torque to do that. So I'm expecting to see, I'm hoping for 28, 29 maybe, flash stall. And the thing is I'm running a stock 318 two-barrel torque converter right now that's probably flashing up to 21. So although a lot of people talk 4,000 and 5,000 RPMs and 5,500 RPMs flash stall is what they're getting out of their converters because they need to be in that range. They're not making the power. They don't want to be at the 25, 2,600 RPM. They want to get where their motor's making power. Well, the thing is, my motor is making good torque and power at the lower RPMs. I don't have a 6,500 RPM engine that it's going to be in front of this. So I guess my point is I'm going to probably make a 500 to 700 RPM jump in just the flash stall off the line. So I was at low 1.8, 60 foot, 183, 60 foot, 184 is about where I was, 183, 184, let's just call it that. For 60 foot time, with the addition of going from 323s to 391s and adding maybe 600 RPMs of flash, the goal is to be less slow, maybe move it down into the 1.7s for 60 foot, and that's critical when you start talking quarter mile or eighth mile times. But a very important thing to keep in mind, if I put it in the car and I'm just not totally happy with it, FTI gives you 12 months. After you buy it, you get 12 months to send it back in, and they can set the stall maybe one way or the other how you would like it, So they got a little bit of room to move on this series of torque converters, or if they want to add another 300 RPMs of flash, they can do it, and they do it for free, is what I'm told. So that's a good feature too. FTI has a good reputation, but besides that, they picked up the phone and they answered some of my questions that I had asked. So while I didn't fully go off of their recommendation, in my mind, I know what I want and what I'm looking for my car. So I'm just like, I want something that drives like a stock torque converter, really, really nice on the street, so to speak. And this is going to be a nice street-driven torque converter. But on the flip side of it, when I give it part throttle or half throttle or quickly, I would like it to be just a little bit more loose than what I have. And what's really big to me is you know, of course, if you mash it in an all-out race, or at the drag strip, so to speak, that, you know, I'm really looking for minimum of 500 more RPMs of flash over what I got. If I can get my 60-foot times down in the 1.7s, you're going to see that 1280 quarter mile time, it's going to plummet. So a quick 60-foot makes a quick eighth. A quick eighth makes a quicker quarter mile time. It all plays a part. So I kind of go off of my own instincts on what I'm looking for in a torque converter. And when I drive my car, I say, what would I like this to do when I race it or drive it? And then I'm saying, boy, if this was this, or just this was this, how would the car respond? And so I put my thought and implement in there, and that's why I ordered the torque converter I ordered. So to wrap this video up, this is a high quality torque converter. I personally have not run an FTI yet. I've run PTC, I've run Hughes, I've run TCI, different brands, cheapies, GER. Wow, was that an experience? But in torque converters, a lot of times it's true, you get what you pay for. I think, I won't know until I get it in the car and drive it, but I think I got the torque converter that I was hoping for. But we'll find out, and if not, you know, you just get to do it again. There's really no way to truly, there's people who call up and have a custom converter built right to their car's needs and specifications, and they still have to send it off and get it reflashed. So, I don't know. At some point, I just say, this is what I'm looking for. Would I get that if I put this torque converter in my car? So I'm hoping. I mean, hope for me too. Don't hope against me. Goodness, that wouldn't be kind.